craziest things that happened in MMA and boxing all around the world was the Mayweather-McGregor fight. How intense were those moments at the press conferences, you being the inside man? How actually intense was it being a part of that event for you?
Well, I didn't go to the press conferences for Mayweather and Conor, and there was talk about me. Everybody wanted Michael and I to announce it, co-announce it, announcing Mayweather, announcing Conor. But that was a Showtime show, and Jimmy Lennon Jr., fine announcer. Jimmy Lennon's a great guy. He is a Showtime employee, so they use him. And then Conor wanted me to walk out with him. I proposed to Conor, I'll walk out with you, I'll announce you on the way to the ring. And they wanted to do that, but Showtime poo-pooed all that. I actually had a special jacket made to be there for my tailors, which had Conor McGregor inside of one and Mayweather on the other. Beautiful, beautiful jacket. I wound up using it in a future UFC pay-per-view. It's because, if you notice, I sometimes come down in different outfits when I work that I have made special for the show. But to be part of that, I was very excited for that, but I was very taken aback. I thought the press conferences, the way that they organized them, putting both Mayweather and Conor on stage for 10 or 15 minutes alone to say whatever they could say. These are not entertainers in the respect of stand-up comedians, and up until today, you need to have more. And I didn't like the way that both of them acted at times. It seemed like it just became it was a great event. It was a huge event, monetary-wise and everything else, but I wasn't truly happy with the way the press conferences went, with the F-bombs, and F you, and F this, and walking out in suits to say F you with pinstripes, and everything. I'm a man of class, okay? And I can promote and market anything and sell it, I believe, without even a single curse word. And if I do say a curse word like an F-bomb, you're going to know that I mean it, because I'm only going to say it once because something's happening at that time. We're either going to fight or we have an argument or whatever, right? But to throw it out incessantly, that is something that, really kind of took me back. And I'll tell you why. I'm sorry to harp on this. It's because my 12 and 15-year-old boys, who were roughly 11 and 13 at the time, they were big fans of Conor, right? So I jammed home to watch that first press conference with them, and they had already watched it. And I walked in, they had sad looks on their face. I go, guys, what's wrong? I go, let's watch it. They go, we already watched it. I go, did you like it? They go, no, he cursed a lot. That got me. I know that sounds crazy, but I do believe that we have to be, somewhat role models, young people. We live in a life of a decaying society of morality, and chivalry. I'm one of the ones who wants to stand and keep it going. So with all that being said, that it almost became a bit of a circus for me in those press conferences. As much as they were attended and everything else, I come from the school like talk is cheap, see you on the field, see you in the ring, see you in the octagon, let's fight, okay? Because that's really what it's all about. But it built up a lot of fanfare. It was a huge event, a lot of eyeballs. Conor, I thought, did really well those first 3 rounds. But we're talking about Floyd Mayweather Jr., a master boxer. And I think that fight went exactly according to plan that he wanted it to go to. And we all heard about how he made the over-under bet at a certain point, the 8.5 rounds or 9.5. If you notice, the fight ended within about a half round after that bet was won. He controlled that fight. Conor looked great. Conor put up, he coming from the world of MMA into the world of boxing, 2 entirely different sports, apples and oranges. I give Conor all the credit in the world for training and walking in against the masterful Mayweather.